Zhen, so now you fulfilled your wish of seeking revenge. You should think about us. If you don't find your real dad, will we never get married?
Why don't you understand? I don't want to call a random man my dad.
But if you don't acknowledge Mr. Liu, you can't be my wife.
You still think that I'm unworthy of you, right?
That's not what I mean. Ever since the day we met, I never cared of your status.
True, you never cared. But because of you, it doesn't really matter who I am. You can forge me a fake ID, or find a guy to be my dad. But I want to know where I really came from.
You're being stubborn. Come on. I'm doing this for your own good.
Listen, you told me before, you were angry at your sister when she wanted you to marry. And now, you're saying this to me. To you, my name means nothing. But I care about it, and you'll just brush it aside. It feels so condescending. So deep down, you've no respect for me.
You want us to marry. And so do I. Why isn't that enough now? Can't you stop fussing about ridiculous nonsense like this?
Is this nonsense? Don't talk of marriage as if you're doing a great favor to me. You're the crown prince, so do what you want. I can't stop you.
You're clearly upset now. I should just go. Come find me when you calm down.
Sister, I don't get it. Why did you fight with His Highness again? He will always treat you well, right? He won't hurt you.
You don't understand. Danyang, what if I said you could never have your big cookies, or your fruit candies, or sugar sweets?
I'd be angry. If I couldn't eat those again, then I would rather kill myself.
That's the point. Me and Zhen love each other very much, but I cannot lead my life dictated by him. He believes that my problem is just no big deal, but I believe that it's the most important thing to me. If I give up on that now, I would lose my soul.
The last time here, you were like this.
Brother Shen, you're back from Pingzhou.
Jiamin has some stuff here. I came to get them.
Have you been all right?
Not bad. Except you don't look all right. You're not eating. I heard what happened. Well done. So you got your revenge, but you're troubled now. Is it Gao Zhan?
Not really. This thing is my issue.
Tell me, what's going on?
Before, I thought if love was in my life, that'd be enough. But right now, I don't know who I am. How can I dream of being his wife?
I believe the prince is right. You really shouldn't worry. You just need a family that's willing to adopt you. That kind of thing has happened before. If you want a good name, my family will adopt you.
Brother Shen, thank you. But the problem still won't be gone. When I had found out the truth, I felt so numb. I don't know my name, or where I came from, and who got my mother pregnant, and why did they hide the truth from me? For days, these questions have stressed me out a lot.
Long ago, someone went through this as well. His parents loved him so much. They taught him well how to use weapons, how to ride. And he had a sister who'd pester him to play. He was a loud kid then. He would always talk, unlike how he is now. But one day he found out his parents weren't his real parents. They had found him on a battlefield.
Was that kid?
He became upset, confused. He even ran away from home for over 3 months. And he wasn't the same. The boy didn't speak at all for almost 2 weeks. But one day, his dad found him and asked him, "Are you upset because you feel unworthy to be my son? If you do, then you can go. Leave like a coward and waste everything that I've taught you."
What happened?
He went back home, and he thought, instead of worrying about his status, he'd rather think about being better and not waste his life. And so, he became the prince's classmate, joined the army, and then he met you.
But do you think about who you were?
Yes, of course I do. But then I think about Jiamin. No matter how spoiled she was, she always called me her brother and never looked down on me. Zhen, the only way to get over this is to be strong. Don't ever look down on who you are now, even if others do.
Brother Shen, thank you.
Zhen! You okay?
I'm better. I wanted to see you.
You good?
I'm sorry. I made you worry.
That's all right. What matters most is for us to be married now.
I have to work at the kiln, though.
The kiln's working fine, so you don't have to worry. There's so much trouble in the palace now. You got promoted. It's hard to dodge all of these attacks. I think you should leave for a while.
I don't want to. I want to stay here.
Zhen, ever since you came in here, you've faced hardships.
I'll be more careful. If I leave here, then what will I do? Zhen, this year, I enjoyed working here. It gives me value. And there's Danyang, and Madame Yang, and Madame Du. I know, you hate this place. But you haven't left. That means, like me, you want to help His Majesty.
Fine. I won't argue now. We can discuss it later. But everyone here knows you're my woman. So you should...
Shut up! Your woman?
Fine, I'm your man.
This hairpin was given to only high-ranking female officials in the former reign. It's possible your mother had an extraordinary background. Even if the pin wasn't hers, it might have belonged to someone she knew.
I checked the treasury. There's no record. Madam, do you think you have time to help me and find out where this pin came from?
I will do it tomorrow.
If I find out who my mother was, then I could find my father.
Madam, Yuan Fu came to pass His Grace's orders. He wants you to go to Zhaoyang Hall right now. 2 Yuhun envoys are over there, and they would like to speak to you.
2 Yuhun envoys? But why do they want to see me?
I feel honored. You came so far. I welcome you.
Thanks, Your Majesty.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
Please rise.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Madame Lu, somebody from your past is here today.
Dumayer! You came back.
Of course. Since I can speak your language, I'm now my father's envoy. We came here together. Wow. They're amazing. Hey, I've never seen such white porcelain before.
If you want it, take it. I've got a lot of them here.
Isn't this really expensive?
I manage the state kiln. You know of it? It's a place where we make things like this.
Well, look at you, Zhen. You've come far.
Sister, this was brought from Shu Wen Hall. Someone compromised.
Dumayer, you have to try this. Look, this here is dragon fruit. Have a taste.
Yes, Dumayer. They're better than the figs you brought for us. Try some.
Okay, I'm curious. Poison, don't eat. Get the person who sent these over here. Hey, get sandalwood, the purest kind. Also, bring me a silver case.
What is that?
That stuff is toxic venom. For years, I've traveled all over with my father. I've seen it before. You could have been murdered today. Someone wants you dead, Zhen.
I've got an idea, whom.
Go easy on me.
Don't pretend you know nothing, steward. Go on. Did Madame Lo order you to bring the fruit here?
Speak.
Fine. I won't kill you or report you. But you will promise me that when you go back to Madame Lo now, you'll say I got the fruit and I don't know anything. Leave him.
Stand up. Go.
Huh. You know how to kick so well because of Yuan Lu, right?
Of course, of course.
Madame Lo knows the Empress, right? She's doing this to you, and you're fine?
No, I'm not. But if he informs her I know, Madame Lo would just lie about it and insist that I framed her. Dumayer, some things in here are quite complicated.
Zhen, I think you've become more timid. Now you have more power. You know, if I was in your position now, I'd get her back.
I'd like that. But you're right. When you obtain more power, you realize there are many things you can't do. You're restricted. Come on, forget it. I have Danyang's cookies. They're really great and not poisoned. Let's go.
Sister, those are my cookies, though.
Come on.
Sister, hey, you can't do that. That's not fair to me. Please, sister.
Quiet.
Why?
I need your help. Is that okay?
Still checking? Go prepare for the feast.
Madam, I checked everything. Only these women here had a high enough ranking.
Zhao Rongyang. Yes, I know her. But she died at 25. Xu Shen. Minister Zhang's wife. She's not your mom. Su Qian. I believe she committed quite a crime and drank poisoned wine. Yang Xunyang. Yan Xunyang, well, she was buried next to Lady Liu when the emperor passed away.
What about Zhu Jiang?
Well, she is Duke Shen's wife now. Liu Zhen, I doubt any of these women were your mother. In my opinion, you should stop worrying about this now.
Teacher, you're here.
Maybe that pin was given to your mom by an official.
My father once said my mother could have come from a rich family.
Then maybe she was a palace maid here, or maybe an official's close friend. Well, these two are still alive, right? With the ranking you now possess, you can go and pay a visit. Those women may shed some light.
Your Majesty, I toast 3 times. May our 2 countries' close relations always stay strong.
As I'm unwell, I'll have the Crown Prince drink 2 of them.
Sister, they won't stop spinning. Won't they get dizzy?
It's their style. Dumayer can spin 100 times.
Oh.
You keep looking there. Is the Crown Prince your lover then?
Don't point.
You're right. How did you know that, Dumayer?
Come on, don't be shy. Oh, right. I have a request to ask of you.
Okay, well, go ahead then. Don't be so coy.
It's about the porcelain that you gave me before. I showed it to my father and he said that he really liked it. He told me if we could acquire some of them and sell them in Tuyuhun, maybe they'd get good prices.
You mean buy it?
Mm.
Your dad's an envoy.
Yeah, now, but he was a merchant before. Being an envoy and making money is fine. All of us know that the emperor doesn't do any business. Look, can you just try to make an exception? We'll pay you so much money. We'll make a good deal.
That all sounds good. You're lucky. You found the right person. There's only one person in the country who would sell that to you.
Really?
Of course. Find my friend at the state kiln. She's in charge there. Relax. I'm sure you'll get the best price from her.
Oh, wow, Liu Zhen. You really are a goddess of wealth for us, huh?
Don't mention it. Remember, you saved my life.
I know, but I didn't expect to be repaid. That's not the point. But I'm going to pay you back for all this. It's going to be great. Pretty soon, you'll see just what I've managed to do.
What have you been up to?
Be patient. You will find out shortly. What's that smell? It's nice.
What's this? A swarm of bees.
Maybe the candy attracted them.
Then get it out of here! Go, 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 go.
Yes. bees won't sting you.
You did this, Dumayer.
You okay?
I'm fine. And you? Consort! 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 Give this to His Majesty.
What is it?
It will protect him. Hurry! Hurry! Consort, you okay?
I'm fine. Your Majesty.
Consort, are you all right?
Why were there so many bees? What's going on here?
That was reckless. You just ruined the royal feast.
Come on. I just taught Madame Lo a lesson. I was seeking revenge for you. When I was imprisoned, she had proposed so many ideas to the Empress to hurt me. I got revenge for myself. Look at what the bees did. Her face is covered in huge stings. She's so embarrassed to be around here. I heard she applied to recover outside.
Yeah, I didn't think her face would be that bad. Hey, why didn't you tell me you were gonna do that? It might have been worse. Also, what if they found out you did it?
Hey, okay, I didn't think that far ahead. Don't worry, it'll be fine. I told a steward to smear honey fragrance all over Madame Lo's clothes earlier. It's not that bad, but when it's quite hot, then a huge swarm will arrive. The honey will evaporate, leaving no evidence of it there. So she won't find out. She'll just think she was so unlucky today.
You've no clue how serious this is. So please, if someone asks you, claim ignorance. Otherwise, you'll be locked up again. Also, you're an envoy. Maybe you or your dad, or even your Khan will get in trouble.
That's serious? Fine, I'll keep quiet. I won't tell the truth.
Okay, let's go. Zhen, you're here.
The bee attack today was you, right?
Of course it wasn't.
Then why'd you have the repellent?
Someone gave it.
Who? Zhen, don't you know how serious this is? Because of you, His Majesty has been stung.
What? But I thought he was all right.
He didn't know he was stung till he got back to his hall. Zhen, tell me if you did it.
I swear that it wasn't me. It was Dumayer. I was sent poisonous fruits by Madame Lo yesterday. Dumayer saw it. She used the bees for revenge.
But there's no bad blood between those two. So why would she do that?
You forgot what I said. She was put in prison because of the Empress. She knows Madame Lo is close with her, so she already hates her. After she saw the fruit, she wanted to get her back.
So you just let her seek revenge, without stopping her then?
She didn't say beforehand. And besides, Madame Lo deserved it. She killed Jiamin, so I'm not upset. That all right?
It's not. Jiayan and I will seek revenge for Jiamin. You'll not do that. Don't you know, there are enough vicious women scheming in this awful place. I don't want you to be like them too. I know you hate Xinjiang. If you can find proof, I'll punish her immediately. But today, you let bees attack and harmed other people. You're going to turn into Xinjiang yourself.
What do you mean by that? Have I changed now? She attacked me, and my friend helped me out. How's that bad?
Because of this reckless action, His Majesty is lying in Jiaoyang Hall now with a fever.
I'll own my mistakes. I'll go and say sorry to His Majesty.
My prince, Madame Lu, stop quarreling. My prince, His Majesty's sick, and a lot of ministers are being treated right now. We should go there.
You see what you've caused here?
I'll speak to His Majesty now.
You...
My prince.
I'm fine. Forget it. I'll just take this chance to settle matters as quickly as I can.
Your Majesty, you'll be all right soon. You can go. Yes.
I wonder where all those bees came from. My love, does it hurt?
I'm fine. See? I'm okay now. Right. You should get checked out as well. Don't be like me. You might be stung somewhere too.
I'm okay. Liu Zhen had managed to shield me.
Right.
Your Majesty, Consort Xiao, Madame Lu's here.
Fine.
Greetings, Your Majesty, Consort Xiao. The bee attack was all my fault. The day was ruined, and you got stung. Please punish me. I deserve it, and I'm so sorry.
I'm confused. How did you cause it?
It wasn't me. But my friend, the envoy from Tu Yuhun, brought them. She cares for me. She believes Madame Lo tried to poison me, so she released the bees without telling me. She intended for Madame Lo to suffer. She didn't think Your Majesty would get stung.
That's why you had the repellent.
Yes. But Your Majesty...
I understand. Liu Zhen, you weren't aware?
No. But Your Majesty, Dumayer did this to seek revenge for me. She's from the West and doesn't know our etiquette and was reckless. Your Majesty, for our country's relations, do not punish her. I'm willing to take it instead of Dumayer.
Punished? Well, that's easy to say. His Majesty was stung. You think you can kneel and say sorry, and you'll be fine?
Huan Yun. Liu Zhen, you mishandled this matter. But Dumayer did this. It wasn't you. Please get up.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Liu Zhen, I'll deduct 6 months' pay.
No! Your Majesty, what happened was a big mistake. If you're too lenient, there will be anger. I also think that Liu Zhen is not fit to be an official now.
What'd you say?
It's your fault, so own up to it. Your Majesty, now she's admitted her mistake. Strip her of her post and force her to leave.
You want me to leave?
All right. We'll discuss later. You two should go back. Whether Liu Zhen should leave, I'll make a decision once you two have talked more.
So why do you want me to go?
I know you're mad at me, but this is the best arrangement for you. The palace is full of deceit, so you have to get out of here.
But it's not for you to decide what is best for me. I said before that I don't want to leave yet. It was hard to become a 6th rank.
I'm not selfish. I'm just thinking for our future. If you don't stay here, then you'll be safe. You'll be safe from things like what happened today. Also, a 6th ranked official is nothing. If you move to our new home, claim to be Mr. Lu's daughter, I'll protect you with a justified reason, and you'll be safe from all this. Can't you just do what I say?
It's easy for you to say, but then what about me? Everyone here will think that I made a huge mistake.
But you did make one! And now this is your chance. Just leave the palace right now, and once you're my wife, no one will care why you left here.
I won't. You don't care what I do. I won't leave like this. I want to find my dad, and won't leave the kiln. Gao Zhan, don't you dictate my life again. Listen to me. If I remain here, I'll know who I am.
I'm doing this for your own good, but you won't understand. You'll choose a difficult path when there's an easy one. Who cares who manages the state kiln? So many people here could do your job. Go find your father. Fine, I'll help. Just marry me first, and I'll use my whole life to help.
Enough! Must I do what you say, like a puppet? Just because we're a couple now, and you're the royal prince?
Zhen!
Prince Changguang, I'm tired. You should leave. I will go to the state kiln to think on this. Prince Changguang, please leave.
Zhen, please don't say anything. I just realized what trouble I caused you. You can hit me hard to vent your anger.
Oh, what are you doing? Get up. Hey, come on. I look okay, don't I? Things are fine.
My dad and I went to find His Majesty, and I told him that the bees were all my fault. He's such a great man. He didn't harm either of us.
It's settled. Everyone is fine. We're okay. You should be glad.
You really don't blame me, then?
Of course I don't blame you.
Zhen, you're too kind to me. Now on, you're my big sister.
Big sister? But you're older.
Hmm.
Fine, I'm your big sister.
All right, I came back here to give you some good news.
Okay.
Heading home, about halfway, we met local princes, and they loved your white porcelain. They were quickly sold. Zhen, do you want to make a deal with us now? Each year, just sell us, like 10,000.
What? 10,000?
Yeah. Our Khan has agreed to this. He said he is willing to pay you 200,000.
That's a lot. Are you sure?
Yeah, of course I am. Your white porcelain's great. With my dad vouching for you, our Khan has easily made a deal for you. Oh, here's a deposit.
Huh? Contract? What's this?
This contract was issued by the bank at Jichua Street. The deposit's in there. It's 100,000 taels.
Come and help.
Oh, sure.
Use more force.
Okay.
See there? Careful.
Yeah.
Hey, be careful. They're delicate.
Oh, got
it.
Once it's baked, keep the clay molds. Don't mix the patterns.
Oh, sure.
Brother Shen, where are you here?
I heard the news about you being out here. I came to see you. You've lost so much weight. The prince? Are you fighting?
Not that. I'm busy because of a massive order. The shipment is stressing me out.
I know you're lying. Making porcelain doesn't give you red eyes. You've been crying. Here, come on. Because of that, the prince wants to dismiss you?
Apparently. And he said, the state kiln is not a big deal. They don't need to make money. He doesn't understand that working at the kiln doesn't just mean making things. It's also my...
Your dream. Ambition.
How come? Zhen doesn't understand. Brother Shen, I'm so angry.
I know. Just cry it out. Relax. I'm here. And I'll cheer you up.
Jayan, why'd you come?
I just took Zhen out horse riding. How about you?
Is she here?
And what did you promise me? You said you'd take care of her, didn't you? But what happened?
Jiayan, this is not your problem, so please don't intervene.
Come on. You say that you care, but have you ever come here? She built this state kiln all by herself. She chose these men, with no one helping her. These are her efforts, her passion. These are merchants from Chen and Wei State. They came here for the porcelain that Zhen made. Everyone sees how amazing she is. Why can't you? What you think is trivial might mean the whole world to her. Prince Changguang, you've been secluded. You don't see like normal people. Now it's time that you do. It's like a war. If a general had to abandon his men, then how would he feel? Zhen is like a general here. But you dismiss her efforts lightly. So, you have no right to be here.
Jiayan,
Yes,
They're
I
really
know.
great.
Yeah.
They're amazing, yes.
Take care.
You too.
Why'd you come?
Zhen, I came...
Dumayer, do you like horse riding? Well, Brother Zhen here is great at it. Maybe we should all go now. Come.
This matter is troubling me. I wanted to renovate the palace, but the accounts tell me there is not even 6,000 taels.
Huh?
If Qingqiang didn't leave here, I never would have found out.
Of course. Lo Qingqiang had run all the accounts and purchases since father was alive. I'm sure for years she stole lots of gold.
I have ruled for 2 years. At this rate, it'll all end.
Lo Qingqiang isn't here. This is a good chance to make some new changes. But don't worry. Leave this for Consort Xiao to do.
Huan Yun might rule the harem, but she doesn't get these things. Wang Xuan can't help. There aren't many people here who could do it. Hey, what about Zhen? She's really smart, and with the kiln, she submitted so much gold. John, are you still fighting?
Your Majesty, it was my fault. I shouldn't have told Zhen to do what I had wanted.
I'm sure you'll make it up to her. Has she spoken to you yet?
Every day, she's working, then goes home. I've spoken to Dan Yang. She said she's still quite upset and won't see me. My only hope is she'll get over it. It's all that matters.
Your Majesty, my prince, Zhang is here.
Bring him.
Yes.
John, let's go see him.
Sure.
Greetings, Your
Greetings,
Majesty.
Your Majesty.
Get up.
Yes,
Yes,
Your
Your
Majesty.
Majesty. I have brought good news, Your Majesty. At the Ministry of Revenue, I met Madame Lu, who made a transaction. 100,000 taels. All the ministers were beyond delight by that. And in my delight, I brought Madame Lu to ask Your Majesty to reward her now.
100,000 taels?
Yes, Your Majesty. The Tuyuhuns were willing to invest their business earnings and sign a contract to purchase porcelain each year. I made calculations. It's quite feasible, so I received a deposit of 100,000 from them. But the total sum is double that. They will pay 200,000 for the porcelain we'll make here, and then they will distribute them all in various western regions.
So these merchants are the sole ones who will sell our porcelain to the Western land?
Yes, I believe it's feasible. If we use our own traders, it'll be hard to sell far away. We should leverage their strength and expand sales slowly.
Lu Zhen, sign a contract with them. Make it last 3 years. After it's done, we'll look again.
Your
Yes.
Majesty is a wise man, but I've something to say. We've made so much money now. It amounts to over half a year's tax revenue. Madame Lu is a woman with such an outstanding talent. But how can she only be a 6th rank official. Besides, the kiln is very important. If Madame Lu has a rank too low, she has no authority. I am willing to recommend Madame Lu again. Please, Your Majesty, I think you should promote her.
Prime Minister, that's very kind. Except my skill's limited, and because of the bees incident, I'm ashamed. I don't deserve this now.
The envoys from Tu Hun wrote a letter apologizing for the bees incident. Prince Changguang, you should say something now. Madame Lu is such a rare talent, and if that is not utilized, it'll be a shame for us all.
I'm just a subject of Prince Changguang. We're not that close.
Your Majesty, I believe that Lu Zhen has talent, so I support the promotion. Please promote her.
Since you both recommend this, I would be foolish if I don't listen. Madame Lu is not in the palace, so we need more high ranks. Yanfu, take note. I announce that Lu Zhen will be a 5th rank now.
Yes, Your Majesty. Thank you for this. May you live long, Your Majesty.
Please rise. Lu Zhen, the 5th rank is the highest rank in the harem. You're great in accounting. The problems in the harem have troubled my mind. You'll begin work and immediately try to resolve the issues. And then, there will be peace again.
I will,